everyone, and welcome again, and look what came in today. Here we have my new airbrush and some accessories that I needed. Here we have it. It's the Neo Iwata dual action gravity feed airbrush. Very nice. So let's open this up. And there it is. Very nice green foam. I think I'm going to keep this box to put it in, so I can put it aside safely. Let's start with this thing here, which is to get I forgot what it's called, the needle tip off. Then we have a smaller paint cup. Here is a big one, and then the airbrush. And here it is. I have no idea how airbrush is supposed to feel, but it feels heavy. And I have no idea how to hold it. I suppose like this. Very smooth control. So I think it's pressed to release air and go backwards to release some paint. There's a paint cup. It's a gravity feed. So yeah, I think we're going to test it out. Before I test my airbrush out, I'm going to open these two items up. I'm going to start with this, which is very simple, or some nylon brushes to clean my airbrush, if I get them out. Yes. So here are some nylon brushes which you can use to clean the inside of the airbrush. And then we have this, which is an Iwata tabletop cleaning station. It looks like this. I'm going to explain how it works later, so let's open this up. So in the box you get this, which is just a plastic jar which you can use for whatever you want later. And here it's inside this is the real item. Here we have the cleaning station. This is glass, by the way, not plastic. And here we have a filter, and here we can this is where you put in your airbrush. And when you can open it up, and there are some items stored inside. There are some replacement filters and a replacement rubber tip, which is this tip right here. I'm not going to need that. I'm going to put this back on and open this up. So inside this little plastic baggie you get these two iron parts. Here's a rubber coating on this one, and these are one is supposed to go in there, and the other I think in these two holes right there. So you can put it like this, and when you are finished with your airbrush or you want to clean it, you can put it in like this. It's a nice holder. And if you want to clean it, just pour some water or whatever cleaning fluid you use in the paint cup, then just spray and spray until the fluid that comes out is clean, and with this thing the fluid is nicely contained in this container, and you can clean your airbrush very nice. I hope I clean it well. I'm going to clean it well every time. So yeah, now let's test this out. Now I don't have any paint, but I can just going to let some air through it. So let's get my compressor. So welcome under my desk. Here's a compressor I will be using. This was the one my dad used to use his airbrush. I have no idea what model it is, but I do know it's a Spar Max. Here you can, if you turn this, you can adjust the pressure, and then it goes through this, and you connect this to your airbrush. So let's test it out. So let's start at a low pressure. Just need to put it up, and it's now about 20 psi of parts per square inch, which is 1.5 bar. And if I push this trigger, air flows out very smooth. Normally if I now go backwards, the paint will flow out. So let's up the pressure a bit. Right now it's 2.5 bars or 35 pounds per square inch. I think this is more than enough. I can probably set it way less. I think the best pressure to use is on my model kits, probably 1 bar. So now that I've tested this out, let's do it with some water in the paint cap. So I've put some water in the paint cap. Now let's get the air compressor on. So push down for air and pull back for paint. Yes, it's wet, so I'm going to do it with my hands. And here you can see the water. So just as I'm going to show you the only put it back a little bit. But back completely, there's a lot of water that comes out. So a very nice test, and I think I will be very happy with this airbrush. Now just going to dump this water out, and hopefully see you next time when I use this airbrush.